All right, everybody, this is Corey Ralston with the Corey Ralston Group and 5 Star Real Estate. Just wanted to do a training video about filling out seller's disclosures and lead-based paint. You'll see here I've gone into my Gmail account and you'll see your email. You can click the email to open it here. As you scroll down, you will see the number of documents, who shared it, and what the name of the loop is. And here you'll see a message sent from me in regards to anything you need to do. And then you'll see view all documents. That's where you need to click. I do want to show you at the bottom, if you scroll down, there are flat PDF documents that you won't be able to click through, but that you could print off and hand complete if need be. So we'll click here, and you'll notice right here, usually you'll see the address and everything completed. In this scenario, it is incomplete because it is just a training video. So read over everything on this, but I want to bring your attention to this section in particular. It says instruction to the seller. Answer all questions. Report known conditions affecting the property. Attach additional pages with your signature if additional space is required. Complete this form. If some items do not apply to your property, check not available. If you do not know the facts, check unknown. Failure to provide a purchaser with a signed disclosure statement will enable a purchaser to terminate an otherwise binding purchase agreement. So I want you to kind of take a moment here and get your bases understood in this section. First off, yes means the item is here and it is working. So if you have a oven and it's there and it's working, you check yes. If you have a dishwasher that is there but it does not work, you will check no. If you have a refrigerator, for example, that is there but you don't know if it works, you'll click unknown. And if you know, for example, that there is no disposal in the home, you will check not available. So those are different ways and what they each mean. So yes, it is there and it works. Yes, it's here, but no, it does not work. It's here, but I don't know if it works. And it is not here at all as an option. So you go through and complete those as needed. Explanation. You'll put anything in here that you feel you need to explain. Property condition improvements and additional information. So let's say you had the basement and there's been evidence in the water in the basement in the past. So let's say it was in one corner of the home, you would put moisture, if it was just moisture, in northeast corner, corrected by installing gutters and downspouts. And then you'll say 2022 or whatever time frame it was. And if you can, put the month, so maybe May 2022. But you'd still have to check yes that there was water in the home that you had witnessed. So if there was no water and you've never seen it, you'll select no. If when you purchased the home, the previous disclosure said yes and said why, you'll want to make sure you put that in as well. Installation, describe if known. So you'll want to put anything in there you know. Leaks from the roof. Is there a leak? No, in this case, for example. And you might say roof installed 2022 and it was a complete tear off. That just means they took off the old layer of shingles. And then if you come down here to well, you can give information there. And then here is where you would initial. This is just saying, is that the name, that the initials? If it all looks correct, you'll hit adopt and sign. If you'd rather draw, you can draw. So now you'll see that that section is complete. Now, if I hit I'm done, or if I save this information and I try to come back in and edit anything, I will get errors. So do not initial anything until you have completed all of the filling things out and typing. Another thing here is you notice that it says seller and seller. I've checked this one. This could be for a secondary seller, so it's okay to skip those. You do not need to fill in the second seller on each page, but you do need to initial or sign each page at least one time. Septic tanks and drain field. You put anything you know there. Heating system, the type, and approximate age. So a furnace is considered a forced air furnace. So you can put that in. You can put forced air installed 2021 or whenever it was installed. Plumbing system. So copper pipes. Do you have galvanized steel? Do you have PVC, PEX? You'd put other if it's PVC or PEX, for example. And you'll put any known problems. Electrical system. Any known problems? History of infestation, termites, carpenter ants, etc. You need to make sure you illustrate that and when it was treated, or if it is being treated, or if it's never been treated. Environmental problems. Something that's common here is radon. You can put yes if it had a radon issue, for example, and then you can put installed radon mitigation system in whatever month and year. Now this house is deemed safe and the rating is below the acceptable number. Flood insurance, mineral rights. You'll just check those if you don't know. If you own the mineral rights, for example, you'll click here. Features of the property shared in common with adjoining landowners, such as walls, fences, roads, and driveways, or other features. You'll check yes, no, or unknown. If you know it's a fence, you can type in right down here, fence shared with adjoining landowner on north side, for example. Any encroachments, easements, zoning violations, or non-conforming uses. This would be something that you'd want to put details on if you know anything about it as well. Any common areas. So if you are part of a HOA with a pool, you'd want to complete that section. Structural modifications, alterations, or repairs made without necessary permits. You'd want to check there as needed. Settling, flooding, drainage, structural, or grading problems. You'll want to fill that in as needed. Major damage from fire, wind, floods, and landscape. Do the same here. Underground storage tanks. Farm or farm operations in the vicinity, or proximity to a landfill, airport, shooting range, etc. Fill that in. Any outstanding utility assessments, including any natural gas main extension surcharges. Any outstanding municipal assessments. Assessments are things that come from either utility or municipality in regards to things that are being installed in your area. For example, a municipal assessment might include new roads being put in and you're being charged X amount for so long. You're going to want to make sure you put that in. Any pending litigation that could affect the property or the seller's right to convey. You want to put that in as well. And how long have you lived in the property? From what date to what date? And how long have you owned it? From what date? So you'll want to fill that out. And then you're going to need to check one of these to sign. And it automatically put my signature in since I did the part before, and you could date it. So then as you scroll down further, you'll see the lead-based paint disclosure. Here, what they're referring to is seller's disclosure, presence of lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards. If you know there is some and you've been made aware, you click here and you put any details you know. If you have no knowledge, you'll select here. As you come down, records and reports available to the seller. So if you have documents, you'll hit here and you'll give explanation here. If you do not have any documents, you'll select here. And then you'll need to come and initial each section. And make sure you've checked the box. So in this case, let's say I've done that. And then you'll click there to sign, and then you are complete with all this. The bottom section's for the buyer and your agent. So at that point, you can click I'm done. You've skipped 7 signatures. You can click Show Me, and it's taking you to the buyer's signatures, which are not you, so that's okay. So you can go, I'm done. Show me the next one. And as you see, there's a seller spot there. Again, that is not for you to worry about. As you scroll down here, you'll see it's seller. You've already signed, so that's for if you have somebody else who's also on the property and selling it as well, they'll need to sign those sections. And you'll have them go into their own email to do that. And then you'll complete the rest if needed, but everything else is already done. So you can literally just hit skip at this point. And you should be good to go. Yep, there it is, it popped up. At this point, I'll just close that out and skip. You've signed the documents. So there you go. You can just close that out and you are all done with Dotloop. Hope this video is helpful. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. It's 517-414-1230. Thanks.